Hello everyone. In today's video, I will talk about the current global scenario of COVID-19 vaccine development. If you haven't subscribed this channel yet, please subscribe it now for more future video updates. Don't forget to give it a like and share. Stay connected with Tutor Micro. Let's start with today's video. Before going to the vaccine development part, I will briefly describe you about the virus itself as well as its entry and the immune response against the virus. So coming to the virus, it is an enveloped single-stranded RNA virus. It is basically mostly spherical in shape. The major structural component of this virus is their spike protein present on their envelope. Now, coming to the entry of the virus and infection of the virus into the cell, after getting entry to our body through the nasal cavity, the virus finds for the ACE2 receptor present on the plasma membrane of our cell. So the virus binds to the ACE receptor with the help of their spike protein present in their envelope. After binding to the ACE2 protein, the entire virus gets engulfed by the cell by the process called endocytosis through the clathrin coated vesicles. After getting entry to the cell in the by process of endocytosis, the endocytosed vesicles or the virus particles gets fused with the endocytic vesicles for the release of their genetic material, that is the single stranded RNA, for its own replication, to increase the copy number for the new viral particles as well as the translation into proteins for the new virus assembly. After synthesis of the structural protein as well as the genetic material, the new viruses gets assembled into the cell and released from the infected cells. Now coming to the immune response towards the newly released cells, after releasing the new virus particles, the specialized antigen presenting cell present in our immune system engulfs the viral particles to process them into small peptide antigens. They showcase those peptide antigens towards the T helper cells, and those T helper cell, after proper recognition of those antigen peptides, passes the signals to the B cell as and cytotoxic T cells. Cytotoxic T cells are involved in destruction of the infected cells, and B cells are involved in the generation of antibody response as well as the memory. The antibody response helps us in two different ways. First, the binding of antibody on the surface of the virus blocks the virus to bind to the new cells for and preventing the further spread or further infection. And the coating of virus with the antibody molecule passes the signal to the immune system for the destruction of the antibody coated virus particles. The long-lived B cells and T cells have the ability to patrol throughout the body for months and years to provide immunity. And that is the basis or aim of the vaccination. Now coming to the vaccines, vaccines are generally preparation which is intended to produce immunity in a diseased person by stimulating the production of antibody molecules or antibody response. For vaccine preparation, the entire virus can be taken, or the few parts of the virus or few part of the invading pathogen can be taken. The vaccine can be administered to the people mostly through the way of injection, but the oral administration as well as the nasal sprays are also available. More than 90 vaccines are being developed against SARS-CoV-2 by research teams all over the globe. All vaccine aims to expose the body to an antigen that won't cause any disease but will provoke an immune response that can block or kill the virus if the person becomes infected. There are at least 8 types being tried against the coronavirus, and they rely on different type of viruses as well as the virus parts. Coming to the first category of the developing virus vaccines, the first category is the whole virus vaccines or virus vaccines. This category has two subcategories. One is a live attenuated form or weakened virus vaccine. Another is inactivated or killed virus vaccine. To kill the virus for preparation of the vaccine, treatment with heat or with chemicals such as formaldehyde is used. And this kind of field virus doesn't have the ability to infect any cells further. And the live attenuated virus vaccine are produced by passaging the virus particles throughout several generations through the human or mammalian cell lines to reduce their infectivity as well as the virulence. So after administration of these kind of vaccines, I will talk about first the killed virus vaccine. So since those kind of vaccine doesn't have the ability for infection to the cells, those viral particles directly taken up by the antigen presenting cells for immune response. And the live attenuated virus vaccine, the viral particle infect the cells and slowly increase their copy number and get released from the infected cells and taken up by the antigen presenting cell for immune response. So the Codagenex in New York is working with the Serum Institute of India, which is established in Pune, on this kind of live attenuated viral vaccine production. They are trying to weaken the SARS-CoV-2 virus for the preparation of vaccine. Now coming to the second category of the vaccine, that is the viral vector vaccines. This category is also very similar towards the first category, that is the whole viral vaccine category. This viral vector vaccine also has two different type of subcategory. One is replicating virus vaccine, that is the first case. Another is the non-replicating vector vaccine. The replicating viral vaccine uses viral particles other than the coronavirus, and some coronavirus gene, for example their spike gene, are encoded into the genome of these viral encoded the genome of these viruses, and these viruses have the ability to infect like the live attenuated form of coronavirus. And for example, you can take the example of the newly approved Ebola virus and or weakened measles virus for preparation of this replicating viral vector vaccine. And for the non-replicating viral vaccine, these virus particle doesn't have the ability to infect any cell, but their genome has the gene encoded into their genome. For example, the coronavirus spike gene, as I told you. So, for example, adenovirus can be taken to prepare this kind of viral vaccine. Adenovirus is basically used for gene therapy purpose, but we can use adenovirus in for preparation of non-replicating viral vector vaccine also. The US-based drug giant company Johnson and Johnson is working on this kind of viral vaccine preparation. This sorry, non-replicating viral vector vaccine preparation. So after administration into our body, the replicating viral vaccine acts similarly as the live attenuated form, and the non-replicating viral vaccine acts as a inactivated or killed virus vaccine. Now coming to the third category, that is the nucleic acid vaccines. Nucleic acids are two types, DNA or RNA. These kinds of vaccine are comparatively safe and easy to develop because this kind of vaccine only consists of genetic material, not the entire pathogen, specifically the virus. The DNA can be administered to the cell directly or by electroporation method. And the RNA, since the RNA molecules are very much sensitive for the sensitive towards denaturation, the RNA administered to the cells by coating it within a lipid layer coat. So after getting entry to the into the cells, the RNA directly translates itself for the structural viral proteins, and the DNA transcribes into mRNA, and then that mRNA translates for the structural viral protein, and those viral proteins are taken up by the antigen presenting cells for the immune response. The last category in this row are the protein based vaccines. This kind of category also has two different subcategories. The first subcategory is the subunit virus vaccines. So around 28 teams throughout the world is working to produce this kind of vaccines. So to prepare the subunit vaccines, the structural subunits or protein subunits of the pathogen, specifically the virus particle, is considered. So most of the teams are focusing on the viral spike proteins, or the key part known as the receptor binding domain. For the efficacy of this kind of vaccine, adjuvant molecule may also required. Adjuvant molecules are the immune stimulatory molecules. Now coming to the next subcategory of the protein-based vaccines are the virus-like particles or VLP molecules. Basically, the production of these kind of vaccines are very difficult, and these vaccines are generally empty virus cells without the genetic material. Since these virus particles or the viral cells doesn't have the genetic material, they cannot infect any cells, and direct after administration into the body, the virus cell directly taken up by the antigen presenting cells for the immune response. So these are all four major categories of the vaccines which are being developed now through all over the globe. So let's summarize it. So the first category is the whole virus vaccine. The second category is the nucleic acid vaccine. Then the viral vector vaccine, and lastly the protein-based vaccines. So in the whole virus vaccines, there are two subcategories. One is the live attenuated or weakened virus vaccine. Another is the inactivated or killed virus vaccine. The nucleic acid vaccines are also two types. One is either DNA vaccine or RNA vaccine. Viral vector vaccines are also two types. One first is the replicative viral vaccine, and second is the non-replicative viral vaccine. And the protein-based vaccines are also two types. Firstly, the subunit vaccine or protein vaccine, and the second is the virus-like particle or VLP type vaccine. Hope you have a clear idea about the current development of vaccines against the COVID-19 or coronaviruses throughout the world. Hope we will get our first vaccine very soon, but it is the vaccine preparation is not the last step of the vaccine development. It needs clinical trials which takes a longer time. So we have to be patient and wait for the vaccine to come in the market, and everyone should get the vaccine. So thanks for watching today's video. I again request all of you, if you want to see more videos on coronaviruses or pandemic or the COVID-19 pandemic, I have posted several videos on this channel. Please go to the channel and watch the videos, and please give those videos likes and share those videos. Thanks for watching again, and please subscribe to our channel.